Big Brandon Carter. I don't know if anybody's watching the stream of this, but so I'm gonna pay attention to that camera until I'm told otherwise. So, today we're gonna talk about, all right. So today's presentation, getting this money, how to get rich as fuck without struggling. If I go out of the camera, let me know. If I like move off the camera, let me know.
Close the door.
Oh yeah, close that door, man, because she's about to get real. She's about to get real out here, man. All right. Fuck, sorry, man. Just focus on YouTube this shit. It's out of focus like a mug. It's happening. Oh, stop. Wait a second. All right, there we go. We got it. We back. We back. Yeah. All right, cool. So, how to get rich? Think you can't see the screen on YouTube though, can you? Nah. All right, so YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube and you don't see the slides, I'm gonna say everything that's on the slides. Can you see the screen? You see the screen? Cool. All right. If I come over here, can you still see everything?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Oh, you can see the slides better when I come over here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So listen, YouTube, we're gonna send you the slides later for your notes. The people who paid for the streaming, but we'll edit this out of the video. Tell me when you got that, because is anybody watching on YouTube? How many? 3?
It might be me too.
Okay, yeah, it's you.
And you.
Mine might be on. Yeah. All right, cool. As long as it's not a bunch of people watching this.
Comment if you're on YouTube.
Yeah, comment if you're on YouTube. So it's on
Humberto.
Humberto?
Mm-hmm. David. Humberto.
That's what we're looking for, right? That's what we're looking for. And Deja.
David.
Deja should be on here too.
Oh.
If anybody's commenting, let me know. We'll edit this out of the presentation. Yeah, it's good. All right. Yeah. Anybody on? Yeah, anybody comment?
I refresh.
Nope.
I refresh.
That's cool if they didn't, man. We'll send them the replay. All right. It's all good. Getting this motherfucking money. All right. How to get rich as fuck without struggling. Let's check it out. It's really 3 steps to getting rich as fuck. All right. It's 3 steps. And they are: 1, sell a product or service for less money than it costs you to deliver it. That's the most important thing. That's what all businesses are doing. No matter what you learn in business school or what you hear or what anyone tells you, all they're doing is selling a product or service for more than it costs them to deliver it. Sell something at a profit. And everything leads to that road, right? Like everything else you hear about business is a way to accomplish this goal. All right, everything else is kind of like, if you want to burn fat, you have to burn more calories than you consume, right? Every other thing you hear about burning fat is just a road to lead to that destination, to burning more calories than you consume. It's the most important thing. So it's the difference between strategy, it's the difference between principles and tactics, right? The principle of business is to sell a product at a profit. Sell something for more than it costs you to deliver. That's the fundamental principle of business. Everything else is just a tactic to get to that same spot, right? Or like in fitness, to build muscle, the principle, the foundational principle, you have to burn more calories than you consume. Can't burn fat without doing that. Everything else is just a tactic that leads to that principle. Just another road, but it's all going to the same way, right? If you're in a war, the principle is to defeat the enemy. Everything else is just a tactic to accomplish that goal, to get to that principle. So I can do a whole fucking another seminar on the difference between principles and tactics, but hopefully you get that, right? So step number 2. Oh, I got 2 and 3 and 6. All right. Create a rich as fuck funnel. Right? We're going to go through our overall 3D steps, So we're going to create a rich as fuck funnel, which is really the same as a regular funnel, but because I'm saying it, I'm calling it a rich as fuck funnel. And shove motherfuckers into your rich as fuck funnel. All right. Put people inside the funnel. All right, so that's what these are, and we're going to talk about these 3 steps this evening. All right, so step 1, sell a product for less money than it costs you to deliver it. That's basically, I mean, that's business in one sentence. And that's business. I mean, it's oversimplification maybe, but that's what it is, man. I mean, that's what everybody's doing. That's the basics. So then the next question people want to know is, what product or service should you sell? All right, so is this shit working? That doesn't work straight. All right, so there's red markets and blue markets. Okay, now let me explain that. Blue market, a red market is like it's something that, you know, there's a lot of companies that make chairs, right? Chairs is a red market, right? But if somebody came out with jetpacks, right, they would start a new market. That's a blue market. It hasn't been, no one's been in there before. They're pioneers, right? They started a new market. Red market is something that's already filled with competitors, and you know, there's people doing it already. A blue market is something that no one's doing. You create, or there's very few people in it, right? But most of the money is made in blue markets. I'm sorry, did I say that?
Mhm.
Okay, this is wrong. Red markets. Most of the money is made in red markets, man, not blue markets. Like, most of the money made where people are doing it, right? If you have competition, validates the market, right? Just because you have an idea for some new shit, and it might be innovative, doesn't mean that people are going to want it, you know? Like, it might not be around because people, you might think it's a great idea, you know, but people might not. Well, most money, like, for instance, remember mini disc? People thought that was gonna be the shit. Sony created a new market, and I don't even know where you can buy mini disc now. You guys might not even remember. You guys might be too small. That shit came out right after CDs, right? Then there was another example. Remember those big ass? What were they called? It wasn't Blu-ray, but it was right after DVD. It was right before DVDs. It was between. It was like. It was the shit. It was big. They were big as records, and it was right before DVDs came out. You guys probably don't remember it, but as I'm saying, like, just because you come out with some new shit doesn't mean you want it. It's like you're probably not motherfucking Thomas Edison watching this shit, right? So like maybe or Nikola Tesla, right? So maybe you should get into a market where someone else is already in, because that shows there's viability, there's economic viability in that market. If you want to start some brand new shit, you better be an exceptional person, an exceptional businessman, not just an inventor, but also an exceptional businessman. Like, we're gonna get in there because there's a difference. Just because you can invent cool shit or come up with cool ideas doesn't mean you know how to run a business. And they're 2 different skill sets, right? So also, sometimes being first is worse, right? I remember I tried to fuck this girl. She was a virgin, and shit, you know, she was like, I couldn't get it in. She started crying, and I'm like crying, not in no like sexy way, but like out of pain, and like this shit wasn't enjoyable for me, right? So what happened is it was in college. She went home and she fucked some other dude, you know. He loosened it up for me, and now I'm in there. And I was able to get in there next semester, right? Sometimes you got to let somebody else. Pioneers, man, pioneers get the arrows in the back. You know, the Wright brothers crashed. You know, the Wright brothers crashed. Now that I've had sex with you know, dozens and dozens of women, I'm better than the first girl, right? First girl kind of took the bullet. You know, like but because I had these experiences, now I'm better, right? Sometimes it's not best to be first. So now the Wright brothers crashed. Watch the film. If it's they fucking crashed that plane, I don't know if you want to be. I mean, pioneers. You don't have to be number 1 to get rich. You don't have to be first. You don't have to be the best to get rich, right? Like, for instance, is Brand Jordan the number 1 apparel company in the world? No, they're not. I mean, athletic apparel. They do really well, but they're not number 1. They're not the best. They sold $2 billion. Where the shit I read that in Sports Illustrated. They're still fucking rich, you know. Fucking Under Armour is not number 1, but it's a multi-million-dollar company, right? It's like you don't have to be the best or number one to get rich. Like, this Samsung doesn't lead the smartphone. Apple leads. They're the number one in smartphones. Samsung still makes a lot of fucking money off this shit, right? Coca-Cola beats Pepsi, but Pepsi was first. Pepsi still makes a lot of fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be number. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to be the best you can, or you shouldn't try to be best, but it's not necessary. Like sometimes it's best to be, sometimes it's best to be second, because then for instance, my friend Elliot Oaks, he's a fellow YouTube sensation. He's bigger than me. He's more successful, and I'm glad, right? Because now I can just follow the path he had to fucking lie, and I can text him when I run into the pitfalls he ran into, or the forks in the road that he ran into. He can give me advice. Oh, this is how I ended. Like, cool. Now I don't have to figure it all out, trial and error. Like he went through the trial and error, so I can just follow behind him, right? And I'm still getting fucking hella money, right? I don't need to be better than him to get rich. That makes sense? You get that? But some of you still gonna want to be better than everyone, and that's cool. But just know it's not necessary to get rich. It's an ego thing. We talking about getting this money, not getting this ego. Put money over ego. Money over ego. You can't have your hand and your chest out. Money over ego. Fuck your idea. Fuck you and your fucking idea. People always come up to me and they're like, yo, I got this great idea for this business, man. I got this amazing idea. Yo, but I need $100,000 to do it. I'm like, well, fuck that shit. You ain't got $100,000. And another thing, market doesn't reward, the market rewards execution, not good ideas. Just because you have a good idea doesn't mean you can fucking do it, right? Like, if I would have came up with the idea for Uber, I would have ruined that shit. It would have been awful. It would have been a fucking complete failure. But some guys who were able to execute it did it, right? A lot of people have great ideas. That doesn't mean they can execute it. Some of you, what they say, like, average person has 4 ideas a day that if they were implemented, it would make them rich. That's what the saying goes, right? It's not if they were implemented, it's if they were implemented well, right? And that's a skill set. Coming up with good ideas and being a business person are 2 totally different skill sets, and they shouldn't be confused with each other. You can still develop them both, but don't think just because you got a good idea that you're going to get rich, because it's not. The market rewards execution, not ideas. All right. Oh, another thing, like the guy who says, yo, man, it's going to cost me $100,000 to do this idea. And, I guess he thinks he can make millions off it, right? Why should I trust you with $100,000 if you've never turned $1 into 2? Right? Why should you trust yourself with that money? Why should you go out and borrow it? You're going to have to pay it back. I've seen people, they got an idea for a business and they never put a business, they never done anything, they never turned $1 into $2. Right? And they say they put their fucking mortgage on their house and they bet everything that they can hit a fucking home run the first time they come up to the plate, right? They want to go play basketball with Jordan. They want to play one-on-one with LeBron James the first time they touch a basketball. You know what I'm saying? How silly is that? Like, yo, just if you got a $100,000 idea, maybe you don't do that shit, right? Ideas come and go. Like, you can come up with good ideas. Man, don't think your idea is so sacred. Like, get in the habit of coming up with good ideas all the time. What I do is I make a list of 20 every day, and I try to come up with, and I come up with ideas on one topic. I try to come up with 20 ideas on how to do one thing, right? Or just 20. How can I make this amount of money? Or how can I market this product? Coming up with ideas is a skill, right? The guy who just loves his ideas so much is a guy who just hasn't got good at coming up with ideas. He got one and he thinks that's the end all be all. Ideas are like women, man. They're fucking everywhere. You just got to train yourself to come up with them. So maybe try a fucking something simple or something cheap, something that costs you a lot of money. Learn to turn a little bit of money to a little bit more, and fuck up a few times, fail, make the small mistakes, make the $100 mistakes, the $1,000 mistakes before you start making mistakes that cost you tens of thousands of dollars or $100,000 or $1 million mistakes. Make the little mistakes. Make those mistakes before it costs you everything. Don't get caught up in your fucking idea. All right. Money likes speed, right? So pick an idea. Who gives a fuck what it is? Like you'll just pick anything, man, and run with it. I own a supplement company. That's what we do here. We didn't invent supplements. We're not the first. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's fucking pre-workout, BCAAs. I mean, we think we have good shit, but it's like, it ain't like some fucking innovative, amazing shit that we just like. It's some regular shit done well. Regular shit done well, right? And get on it. Go as fast as you can. Go fast and fail fast. Like fail fast and often. The founder of LinkedIn said, if you're not embarrassed by the first generation of your idea, of your business or idea, and you waited too long to launch, right? Like we had an idea over here for the product we did last week, right? As soon as I came up with that idea that day that we put it together. I stayed up to 3, and then we started implementing. Like fucking move on that shit, man. Move on that shit. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, okay, cool. It's a good thing we found that out quick before we invested days and work into it, or hundreds or thousands of dollars. And if it didn't work, we were cool. We found out quickly, and on a small scale. So maybe test, like I'm saying, we tested it on only 150 people. They were hot leads, but we tested it on some small and said, okay, cool. This is something that has some economic viability, meaning people want it. If they didn't want it, then I'm like, oh, all right. If the hot leads didn't want it, then I knew the cold leads. If I went out like trying to mass market it or market it to everyone on my list, I knew it would have been a huge failure if I couldn't get the hot leads yet. So go fast, but test small, right? Don't have to bet the farm as soon as you go out. And if you're not failing, if you're not publicly falling down, getting hurt, and embarrassing yourself, you're not even fucking trying hard enough. If you're not making mistakes, man, make some big mistakes, but try to make them in a way that test small first. Like that. We said we tested this product on 150 people. My email list is 100,000. We sent 150 emails, something like that. 150 emails, right? So, but we went fast and we did it. And if it didn't work, cool. Maybe 150 people would have thought I was a dick or a dumbass, right? But it would have been the whole world. But it's cool. Even if they did, whatever, man, fail fast. I mean, shit, sometimes you gotta get embarrassed in front of everybody. But protect the downside. It's something real important there. So like, always have a backup plan, but never change the goal. Like I said, somebody asked me if I had a backup plan at I was speaking at Ty Lopez a bit, and he said, "You ever have a backup plan when you were trying to accomplish your goal?" I was like, "Yeah, I had backup plans, but the goal never changed." Meaning, like I'm sure they had. If D-Day didn't work during World War II, I'm sure they would have had some other backup plans in place, but I don't think they had. I don't think it was like. They didn't change the goal. The goal was still to beat the Nazis. They weren't thinking, hey, maybe we can live with the Nazis and maybe it'll be, maybe we can reason with them. I think they didn't change the goal. They might have changed the different routes to it. So your goal is to get fucking money, right? That's what we're talking about, goal to get money. So you can change the plan as many times as you need to, but don't change the goal. Don't change the target. Yeah, man, like if you're trying to win a basketball game or something and you're a coach, you can put a different lineup out. Maybe you'll change the lineup. Maybe you take out this, you switch somebody in the position, make the guy who plays the 2 play the 3 or some shit, But you don't say, hey, maybe it's cool if we lose this one. Maybe we got plan B is not failure. It's just you just take plan B a different route to victory. And I always have, like, my thing is I like to have three levels of protection with everything. So I have a plan then I have a backup plan, then I have a backup plan, right? And I'll say that to some people, and they'll say, "Yeah, my backup plan is I'll just do whatever it takes." No, that's not a good plan. That's not, I guess. Yeah, well, of course we're gonna do whatever it takes. I mean, like let's think something out and let's put something in place. So if this fails and this fails, we still have something in place. Like for example, we're about to buy a we just had a hard drive fail. Luckily, I never delete anything off my SD cards, so we didn't lose all the footage, right? We didn't lose all the footage, and I think, if it wasn't, it should have been. It was probably backed up on another hard drive as well. I'm not sure if that was the case, but that would have been if it's not the case. I'm thinking now, yeah, it should be. Like so, because I had a backup plan, bam, we had it in place. We were able to recover that footage, and now we're going to get a hard drive. It's going to be like 12 terabytes. It's going to be split in two. Two of them are going to copy each other. Two of them, so it's going to be split in two. So 1 terabyte is just going to mirror. I mean, one half is going to mirror the half we're working at off of, and then we're also going to put it in the fucking cloud. So that's 3 levels of protection built in, because shit goes wrong all the fucking time. Shit goes wrong all the time, man. So I always have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C, and hopefully you never have to go there. Like I always have shit backed up, and like one of my business partners, he always gets mad at me because he thinks I'm overly cautious and I take too many risks. I mean, I don't take risks. We take risks, but I always have shit in place. Well, if this happens, we got this, we got this, we got this. And he thinks I'm overly cautious. He's like, man, we never even need this shit. Like we brought it. I had a projector for this thing we were doing, this important thing, and a projector, and we had a Chromecast just in case so we can project on the television there. So I had plan B and C, and to use the house projector was plan A. Well, plan A didn't work, so we had plan C. That was cool. I think we used the Chromecast or HDMI cord or whatever it was. Plan B, but I was willing to go all the way to plan C. And he's like, yo, man, use our own projector. And he's like, yo, man, man, you do this all the time. We need this projector. I'm like, yeah, but that's like what it reminds me of. Like I saw a movie once, and this kid said to his mom, yo, you always make us take all these vitamins and eat all this healthy food. We never even get sick. And she's like, duh, motherfucker, because I don't let you get sick, right? And like, yeah, and my business partner thinks nothing happens. This shit don't even happen that you're always scared of. Duh, because I don't fucking let it happen, ever. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that. You're not gonna understand. Like him, you guys aren't gonna understand it until a lot of shit goes wrong and you don't have this in place. And then you remember, oh fuck, Brandon said that shit, right? So you'll probably have to let some shit fuck up before you start implementing this shit. Just so remember I said it, and always have more money than you need. Right? There are very few problems I can think of that can be solved if you got enough money. Like people say health is the most important thing, but I feel like health is kind of dependent on money, right? Like if Magic Johnson was poor, would he still be alive? Like to eat healthy, to get checkups and all that shit. Shit costs money. I think money is more important than health because I think health is contingent on money. And you always have more time than you need. And give yourself a time cushion. Give yourself money cushions and time cushions. Things usually take like 2 or 3 times long, at least twice as long as you think they're going to take. At least, usually. But move fast, right? To try to not make that happen, but plan for shit taking longer than you think it's going to, and try to make sure that doesn't happen. So anyway, step 2. So that was how step 1 was pick a product or service that you can deliver for more than it costs you to deliver it, right? Pick a that you can, I'm out. Sell a product or service for more money, I'm fucking myself up. Sell something at a profit, is what I'm trying to say. You should probably sell something that someone else is already selling, but try to do it. You can try to do it better, or just try to do it real good enough that a lot of people give you money for it. You don't even have to be better than everyone else, just good enough that a lot of people give you money for it, You can be on board. Don't get marry your idea. It's about execution, not about ideas, man. And start small before you go all in, right? Get the practice. It's a skill. This shit, running a business is a skill. And go fast and protect the downside. All right. That brings us to step 2. Set up your rich as fuck funnel. I'm getting hot in this bitch. Hold up. Oh, hold up. Sorry, I forgot this was on here. Set up your rich as fuck funnel. All right. So funnelism. This is my religion. This is how I live, man. Like I'm not really down. Like I'm not. I like to call myself an atheist sometimes, but really I'm a funnelist. I believe in the funnel, man. I believe in the funnel. I believe I'm the chosen one. I believe that the funnel God sent me here to teach y'all about the funnels. All right. So 3 parts of a rich as fuck funnel. All right. There's the front end, the upsells, and the back end. All right. We're gonna go through all 3 right now. Front end. The front end of your funnel is a low price item to get the initial sale. Right. You want to make the barrier of entry low initially. Right. Because you want to make them customers. You want to turn prospects into customers. Right. And the only reason for a front end to exist is to turn a prospect to a customer. You're not trying to get rich off front end products. All right, and I'll explain to you when we go through the funnel. And losers focus on the front end. All right, so just keep that in mind. We're going to go through everything in a second. Upsell, very important part. Upsells, I think, is the most important word in the English language. It's one of my favorite. Upsell is additional shit that is added. It's added on the initial front end purchase. I misspelled a lot of this shit, so we'll fix it before we send it out to you. But it's very important to remember this. A front end is added on to the initial purchase. Like when I was at the movies and I said I wanted a Coca-Cola, she said you want to make it a large for 50 cents. That was an upsell, right? Because it was added on to that initial purchase, and it increases the value of each customer, right? So, quick example. McDonald's makes about as far as what it costs McDonald's in marketing and everything, they only make 18 cents per burger, right? Now everything after that burger is profit. It takes 18 cents. They only make 18 cents to get you in the door to buy a burger. Everything after that is profit. That's why. Do you want fries with that? Do you want to supersize that? First they started doing fries with that. Then all right, cool. Make it extra value. You want the meal? Oh yeah, let me get the whole meal. Fuck it. You want to supersize that? Yeah. These are ways that they added. These are upsells that they add on to the initial purchase, right? Supersize, extra value meal. You want fries with that. So now they're making profit. They're making more money off that shit, off each customer, off each exchange. It's very important. Back end. Back end is a separate transaction. Right? These are usually higher price items that are mostly sold to people who bought the front end products. And we'll explain why, right? Like a front end product in the dating, if you're on it might be a date. A back end might be, you know what I'm saying, sexual intercourse, right? You probably might not get it the first time, maybe, depending, right? You could still sell high ticket items the first time you meet someone, right? But it's easier to sell a back end product to someone who's already purchased your front end product. If your front end is good and they like it, that's important. Well, we're assuming that all your products are good and people like them, right? And because it's easier to sell someone who's already been sold, all right? And upsells can also and should be added to back end products as well. All right, so let me show you how the funnel shit works. All right, can you see here? Where we at? I'll do this for this. Bet. Which side should I be on? This side? Mm-hmm. Better. Right. You see? Yeah. All right. Cool. So check it out. This is a rich as fuck funnel. All right. So everybody who's worked with me has seen me do this a trillion times. So a lot of times, you people get in funnel, it's free, right? Anybody can walk into a McDonald's, see what's going on. Or like, here's an example I like to give. I feel like it'll resonate with a lot of you guys. If you go to last time I went to strip club, hey, it was free. I went in, the strip club was free. So I'm cool. I'm in the funnel. Now. So it's you in then the front end product was cheap, right? I went to the stage, putting dollars in the bitches, right? I'm putting dollars in. But then when I go over there, though, she's like shaking it a little more, man, because she's hoping I put another dollar in, right? She's hoping I put, maybe she get a third dollar out of that initial transaction, right? Maybe some guys only get $1, but she can probably squeeze a few more bucks out of me if she goes hard, she jiggles it hard enough, right? That's the upsell. You do like, whatever. So these are the upsells, right? Because they're added on to the initial purchase. Okay, so this is front end up sale. All right. So these are the upsells. Upsells are always going to be kind of outside of the funnel, right? They're going to be on the side. They're added on to each layer, you see. So when she gets off stage, I'm already a customer, right? She made me a customer with that ass shaking on the motherfucking pole. She made a customer out of me. I gave her some money. I exchanged currency with her. So it's easier to sell to someone who's already been sold to. So her first back end costs a little bit more. She said, hey, would you like a dance, right? A dance costs $20. Maybe she's gonna fucking grind on me for $20 for, half a song, right? And then I do that. I said, yeah, no problem. Because why? Because I trust her, right? I trust her. I've seen her dance before. I've already made a purchase, which confirmed that I'm interested. So she had the confidence. Comes, hey, would you like a dance? She comes straight to me, right? She didn't go to the guys who didn't give her shit. She went to the customers. So I like that dance. Would you like another dance? Yeah, like cool. Remind you, I haven't paid her yet, right? I haven't paid her yet. It's all added on, right? You like another one? Yeah, cool. And then, hey, would you like another one? Another one. I'm like, yeah, right. So let's say she gets 2 dances out of me, 2 upsells. So she increased the value with the first backing, right? With 2 upsells. So now I gave this bitch $60 on the back end. I started off on giving her 3, right? But losers focus on the front end. She really wanted is this money, right? If how much money do you think she's gonna make per night if she stays on the stage twerking for singles, right? She really needs this back end shit, right? Then she goes to back end number 2, right? She says, hey, would you like to go to VIP or go back to the room or whatever, a private room? And I'm like, oh yeah. No problem, right? I'm clearly interested. I bought her first back end and both products, both upsells. So the back end, and there's upsells in the back end too. Like depending on where you go, they got different shit. Now, bam, this was at least $150, right? To go back, so I was $3, and she moved me up to $60. Now I'm paying $150, and I might have paid some more. I might have, there's all types of shit they can add on to the fucking, depending on, and I'm sure if I know me, I bought whatever she was selling, right? And so now she got like, let's say $200 out of me, right? She went from 3, you know what? I can use a real example. She went 3, 60, and this like, I might have paid $250, right? For like some extra time or extra something, right? I'm now, I should have told this story as like something that really happened, like a real story. That would have been more effective. So I'm never, but it is really happened to me. All right, so check it out. So back end, then there's other back ends. Then she had her fucking, these are where you get to like the high ticket shit, right? So like my boy did this thing. He went through just a stripper funnel like this. Same exact thing. And she was like, her back end number 3 was like, would you want, we can go back and fuck for, I think she wanted it was over $500, but it was a ton of money. You know what I'm saying? And now whatever. let's say just here. I didn't go that far, but you know, at some places it exists. And some bitches, shit, man, will get you to try them. Some strippers get you. I know a guy, one of my cousins, he just got a stripper pregnant, right? The ultimate back end. Now she has all his money. You know what I'm saying? No, just check it out. Just check it out. This is $200 on just the third level or back end, right? And mind you, this can go as far as you can, as much shit as you got to charge. You know, it can go farther than this, right? It can be an infinite back ends. Check it out. If some chick would have came up to me on the street and said, "Hey, I'll dance on you for 30 minutes, you give me $250," that would have sounded fucking ridiculous. Even if it was hot, even if she was hotter than her, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get away from me. You're obviously a crazy person. But within this context, once you put someone through the funnel, it makes total sense. It seems appropriate. Now you're thinking, hey, Brandon, I don't want to start a strip club. I don't want to start a strip club, and I don't want to be a stripper. No problem. You like music? Probably like music. If you like music, well, shit, you might as well download iTunes. That shit is free. iTunes is 100% free. Well, shit, you're gonna get iTunes. Maybe you should buy some songs off there, at least one. It's only $1. Or you probably see some other songs you like too. On the checkout, say if you like this, you ever go to Amazon or anything, you're like, oh, if you like this, you might like this too, right? They try to add shit on. Yeah, you might as well buy. Hey, I like that new Taylor Swift song. Or if you like that, you might as well get a Selena Gomez song and a Justin Bieber song where yeah, those are hits. I like them all. So you get them. Then, well, fuck, if I got an iPod, I might as well get the fucking, if I got iTunes, I might as well get an iPhone or iPod or some sort of device to play these on. So I don't have to just listen to them at home. All right, well, cool. If I'm gonna do that, then I should probably get the protection plan. Then I should probably get a case, right? All right, cool. Then it's like, well, shit, man, I got this cool device. I should probably have an Apple computer, right? So cool, I get an Apple computer, but then I got to have the max RAM and the max, I gotta have the largest, the i7 processor. And you know what? Fuck it, that shit needs a case too, right? I don't need to protect my investment, you know? And then, but that's cool when I'm traveling. Fuck. I need a desktop for home, like something that's more powerful. Yeah, and I might as well get the protection on that too. You see where I'm going here? Like this is why Apple is the fucking most, like 2 quarters ago, they had the highest quarterly earnings of any company in history. History. You can fucking fact check me on that. iTunes, QuickTime, all that shit. You think that shit is free for no reason? No, man. Get you acclimated to that environment, to get you in there, man. Or we can do another example. What's another company big? Just anything. Huh? Bro, Nike. Let's say Nike. That Nike running app is free, ain't it? The Nike running app is free, yeah. All right, I'll get that. Well, shit, man, they do have some cool gear on there. That running app, I like to run. I'll get some Nike shoes. But then, fuck, while I'm in here, I might as well get some shorts to match it, and while I'm in Nike Town, and all right, that's cool, no problem. All right, well then, fuck, man. Well, I don't know how hard their shit goes. I don't know if it's gonna get that, but Nike doesn't have a lot of high-end products. I think that's kind of where that one stops. But some people, unless you got a large line like Nike, you're gonna have thousands of products. You're gonna need to send people through a funnel, right? That stripper only got 2 titties and 1 ass, right? So she's got to send you down the funnel, right? And now, if you're a strip club, maybe you don't have, maybe your funnel doesn't have to be so robust as you're going wide. There's a difference between going wide and going deep, right? Nike doesn't have to go deep because they go wide, right? But it's expensive to go wide, right? You know how much McDonald's spends on advertising and to run all those stores, and because they're focusing on the front end, right? They don't have any back end products, and that's cool. You can make money that way, but I don't know if you can make money that way where you're at right now at this stage in your life. Maybe you can build a company that's that size. You don't need back end products, but even if you did, it'd be more profitable because of like look at Apple, right? What's Apple's highest price product? A fucking MacBook. No, a Mac Pro. And shit, I looked at you yesterday, man. It's like three grand, right? Someone who wants that, they want computers. Here's the thing: people want to buy shit like this. They're looking for shit like this. I mean, I was on it because I'm looking for a new desktop, right? But this builds trust. You come in free, you like the free shit. Then you sample something with minimum risk, right? So people, I'll take the risk on that. I'll try that. Oh, then that's cool. Then they're willing to go further. And that's cool. They're willing to go further. Like I saw her dance, so I trusted her, right? I trusted her twerking ability. I like the way she twerked on me. She further cemented my trust. And then bam, that's how it works. People they want to buy shit. And the funnel is an easy way to convince them to do it. Now, if you're focused on the front end, your shit got to be wide. So I mean, that's beyond the scope of what I can teach. I've never done that. I've never had a product line as extensive as Nike, right? But fucking Apple's got a pretty extensive product line, and they go deep as well. And that's why they beat the shit out of Nike or any other company you can think of. They're doing both. All right, step 3. Get motherfuckers in your funnel.
Brandon, you're watering out of frame.
Oh, I'm out of frame?
Yeah.
Get motherfuckers in your funnel. Before we start, your product better be good. Right, before you learn any of this shit, come here. Because if your marketing is great and your product is bad, it will merely show everyone how bad your product is. More people will just know how much you suck, right? And you'll feel slimy trying to get people to get shit that sucks. So you want to make sure your shit is good. Then you'll feel like I think our supplements are so good and my programs are so good that I almost feel obligated to do everything in my power to get a motherfucker to try it. Because I owe it to him. Like, I feel like I got some of the best shit out. And you need to feel that way. Like you need to feel like you're doing them a disservice if you don't sell them hard. And the only way to do that is have some really good shit. Who do people buy from? People only buy from people that they know, like, and trust. People have to know you, like you, and trust you. People have to know you, like you, and trust you. People have to know you, like you, and trust you. This is really important. Now, everyone's not going to like you. You've got to find the people who do like you, make sure they know you, and then make them trust you. Now, for example, our supplement company, we just don't get fucking hot chicks and like pay them to hold the fucking bottle of our shit, right? Because people know them, people like them. But do you really trust a fucking booty bitch to give you advice, right? You just want to watch that. You just want to watch her ass, right? She hasn't given you any reason to trust her unless, she's a personal trainer, maybe. Now she also has some testimonials from people who have taken her advice and seen results. Oh, now I trust her, right? Now I trust her. Or, so you gotta have all 3. People can't just know you. And what happened? Did you want screensaver?
No.
Hold up. I was on a roll.
Auto reconnecting.
I was on a roll, man. I'm ready.
Trust you.
It's about to get crazy, man. This is the best part. Give us 1 second, man. We just having technical difficulties. Give us 1 second. 1 second. Best part is coming up now, man. Hopefully. It's a good time to take a little break. Run to the restroom. You watching this?
Yeah, I think it's just us now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You talk to that, Kevin. I don't know.
Well, they still gonna want to replay.
Yeah, I can't even find that device anymore.
Damn, son.
Do it. I'm actually good.
All right, well. You can restart your computer.
Yeah, let me do that. There you go.
Oh,
Jesus.
all right. We'll wait till he comes back.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, we got to start again. Sorry about that. Go ahead, edit this shit.
Captain Zeta Jones.
All right. People only like about people they know, like, and trust. Just because they know you doesn't mean they like you either, right? You got to be known. Yeah, I mean, they got to like you. They got to like the person you are. They got to like something about you. Not everybody's gonna like you. You don't need everybody to get rich, but people got to know you, like, and trust you. All right. How do you get in their minds? This is real. We got to get on some deep shit. I think
You want to get family, man.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. How we get in your minds? We got to get some deep shit. All right. It's 3 parts of the brain. Reptilian brain. That's some kind of the limbic system. Neocortex. All right. Neocortex is called neo because it's new. It's like later development. These other parts of the brain are like these are what our ancestors had. This is kind of what makes us human, right? This is where logic, thought, this is where you do math and shit, right? This is where you feel emotions. Like this is where you feel survival instincts. This is the reason you don't have to think about your respiratory system, breathing air in and out. That's why you don't have to think of consciously circulate your blood or make your heart pump, right? And limbic system is like emotions, feelings, shit of that nature, right? You have to speak to the reptile brain. You have to speak to that part, right? You have to get past the reptile brain to get to the neocortex. So what I'm saying is like you have to sell something. It's gonna be way more effective if it's exciting, if it's emotional and exciting. People don't buy emotion. People buy emotions and they rationalize with logic, right? If it was all about logic, then I would just be wearing the cheapest shit I could find, right? Because I mean, just straight logically, that would make the most sense. If it was all logic, I wouldn't have to. There would be no design in here, right? If a robot was designed here, there wouldn't be nothing to make it look nice or colorful. People buy with emotions, not with logic. And the reptile, so you have to get past. You have to convince the reptile brain of the person to buy. Try if you can give them all the facts and figures you want, but if the reptile brain ain't fucking with you, you ain't fucking with you. You know, and the reptile brain is kind of like the gatekeeper, and it will ignore everything that's not new, exciting, or exciting or novel. It's got to be new. It's got to be exciting. Otherwise, it's just going to ignore it. It's just going to ignore it, right? Because it's based off survival and emotions, right? So it's fight or flight, or it's emotional, right? If it's neither one of those things, then it's not gonna get past. The best way to excite the reptile brain is to use what are called hot cognitions. All right, explain. Cold cognitions versus hot cognitions. Cold cognitions are what the neocortex deals with. These are like numbers, facts, charts, graphs. That's cool. Hot cognitions are feelings, emotions, whether good or bad. Right, whatever it is, like emotion, things that they're gonna make you feel, and the more emotional, the hotter, and the better, depending on what your goal is. It's the difference between spinach and candy, right? Spinach and chocolate, right? Everyone, we pretty much know spinach is good for you, it's healthy, but if we were all just fucking logical robots, we would never eat candy. We would never eat chocolate. But candy is a multi-billion-dollar business, because it's a high cognition, man. You know what I'm saying? High cognitions sell way more, right? High cognitions deal with the life force age. I got this from a marketer whose name I forget, but it's really good. The life force age. This is why people buy anything, or some maybe even do anything, right? For these 8 reasons. So survival, number 1, survival, enjoyment of life, or life extension, right? Or 2, enjoyment of food and drinks, they want to. 3, freedom from fear, pain, and danger. 4, sex. It's not in any order. 5, people want to be comfortable. They want to feel comfortable and that they don't want to be in a harsh environment. 6, being superior, winning, like keeping up with the Joneses. People want to be better than other people. A lot of people, at least. 8, care and protection of loved ones. 7, care and protection of loved ones. And 8, social approval. People say, I don't want social approval. That's bullshit. We all want it to a certain degree because we've evolved like that when we were in the tribes, when there's just a few of us in tribes. If you were ostracized from the group, you would have to fend for yourself out there. You'd probably be eaten by a woolly mammoth or something, or saber-toothed tiger, right? So we adapted to want to fit in. That's why we like people who are like us so much, It's like we evolved to want to fit in. Now, it can be detrimental to us, right, in certain aspects, but just know that it's a thing. If you appeal to these, no matter what you're selling, even if you're selling spinach, you gotta find a way to make that spinach sound like it's gonna give people some of this shit, right? And how I would do it, they're gonna like spinach. You talk about the benefits of the spinach, right? How it's gonna make you healthier, make you live longer, and then you might say, hey, it'll taste better if you dress it up with it. You can make it taste good a certain type of way. You won't get sick. You can prevent illnesses, all this other shit. And once you look better and you lose weight and you're thinner, you'll be more attractive. You can keep going. Yeah, you always want to try. That's why those are all the benefits of spinach, right? Because people buy benefits, not features. Bring that in your head. People buy benefits, not features. I can't stress this enough. People want to know why. People don't care how good your product is. They want to know that their product will help them, how it will help them, right? So with the spinach example, yeah, it has lots of vitamins, vitamin A, and a lot of fiber or whatever, blah, 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 blah. No one gives a fuck about that. What is that shit going to do for them is what they give a fuck about, right? Features are like hot cognition, like cold cognition. Like, this computer, oh man, All right, 100 gigabytes of RAM. And I mean, I'm saying, sorry, 16 gigabytes of RAM. i5 processor. Not this one. I'm just making shit up. 1 terabyte hard drive. All right, those are features. But man, with that hard drive, man, you can store all your memories, all your, you can keep all your music. With it, that's a feature. I mean, that's a benefit. With that RAM, you can zoom past, you can increase your productivity, get more done, and accomplish more. Right? That's a benefit. Doesn't that sound more exciting than the cold hard facts? Right? You want to sell the benefits and use and like relate them to high cognitions that support the Life 4A. So basically say, I don't know, what's up in this room, man? Yeah, I mean, the fucking computer, right? Cool. I could talk about the cold cognitions, the features, and but if okay, 16 gigabyte of RAM. But if I use the high cognitions, it's got so much RAM that it got 16 gigabytes of RAM, which allows you to multitask. Use better. You're a video editor. You can edit videos faster. You can render them faster. You don't have to worry about it crashing. It won't crash on you. You get things done quicker, enabling you to make more money. Right? See what I just did there? That's the benefit of the benefit. Right? So that's even more powerful. Some people call them soul benefits. Some artists call that. So all right, the 16 gigs of RAM is a feature. The benefit is it allows you to get more work done faster. The sole benefit, or the benefit of the benefit, is that you can make more money. So you got 16 gigabytes of RAM, which allows you to multitask and get work done a lot faster, which is going to make you and your business a lot more money. Bam! I mean, it's best if you stack the benefit of the benefit, the sole benefits, and because the first benefit might not take you to the Life Force 8, right? You gotta like getting work done faster. It's a benefit, but it doesn't take me here. But the benefit of the benefit takes me here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, if you got this weight loss product, I could talk about, everything in it, the green tea extract, the hemp bag, but I say it's got all these ingredients that help you burn fat faster, allowing you to fuck more bitches or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, right? The benefit of the benefit. That's very important. Try to get the benefit of the benefit in there. And make sure your benefits relate to the Life or the hidden one of these. And try to hit as many of them as you can, man. Try to hit as many of them as you can. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for this week. Well, how long was that? Like an hour? 20 minutes. I don't have any sense of time.
Yeah, it doesn't say the length on it.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna go more marketing shit in the next section. Like more shit to get you in the funnel, but this is enough for right now. I feel like this is the basics. This last part is really for the high cognition, Life 4A, high cognition versus cold cognition, and benefits, not features. Remember that shit. And we're gonna talk about the rest later. All right, peace.